Hello everyone. I have a question to ask. Why would you borrow money from a person and promise to pay on a certain date? But deep down you have no intentions of paying the money back. And when you are borrowing this money, you will bend your voice and be talking as if you are dying. Snake just swallowed my mother, and caterpillar just jammed my father. My container is on the high sea. My wife just put to bed. Yeah, the doctor is charging 1 million because I have tumor in my brain. So many stories. Hey, yes sir, yes ma, this, that. The moment you get the money, the story will change. The person that was your all and all will suddenly become your enemy. And before you know it, you will even start insulting the person. Why? How would you pass on a door and shut it forever for other people not to pass anymore? And even shut it against your own face? Because if you do this to me today, will you come back tomorrow for such help? It doesn't make sense. You guys are the reason why it's becoming very difficult to help people that are genuinely in need. What has happened to honesty and loyalty? I quite acknowledge that things change and sometimes you borrow money and give a date, and towards that date it's becoming obvious to you that you may not be able to meet up. Where I came from, if you borrow from someone, whatever it is, and the date of payment is approaching and you know you are not going to make it, you will go back even before the date with something, a drink, okoko, chicken, anything, bag of rice to explain. See, oh, this thing, we planned it this way, but from the way things are going, it's like I will not be able to make it. Could you please give me more grace, more time? Even if the person is a demon, the person will reconsider. The same with if you take a child for apprenticeship and you promise to settle the person in 5, 6 years, and towards that time something happened, your business is shaking or something else, you will go back before the agreed date to explain to the parents of the child, look at this, our agreement will no longer happen the way we planned it. You are dealing with human beings. But these days, nobody cares about anybody and anything again. And you will now come to maybe church or herbalists and you will be getting prayer points like, I want to pray for those that are owing me. Or I want you to do juju for me because this person is owing me and doesn't want to pay me. Please turn their hearts so that they can pay. But when the person was coming to borrow this money, there was no need for mass booking. There was no need for charms. There was no... What suddenly happened to humanity? Me, like this, if I borrow $10 from anybody, I will not sleep. That is why I don't borrow. If I need help, I will come and tell you, I need help with this. If you have it, give me. If you don't have it, fine. But you see this borrowing, even borrowing from the bank, even borrowing, I don't start businesses on credit. No. I save and start small and allow it to grow with time. Because I know if I borrow, I will not sleep. If I borrow from my friend, even if it's not money, whatever it is, I will not have peace until I return it. So you can imagine when it's a big amount of money I'm borrowing from the bank. Money that I know that I could die along the way. And what happens to the credit? My family will be paying. I don't do that. I don't live above my means. Sometimes people borrow money for things they know they cannot afford. Do things according to your level. Cut your coat according to your size. If it's emergency, ask for help rather than borrowing. People will see the real situation. Because what usually put people into borrowing are really not real situations. If you have real situations, ask for help. Everybody will see it and they will give you the money for free. You won't need to have to worry about paying back. Except in business situations. I'm not talking on that level. I'm just talking on normal level where it's causing problems because most people doing businesses in that level, they don't borrow money. Hey, please loan me. No, they sign documents. There are collaterals and stuff. So you cannot borrow 1 billion, 100 million from somebody and say you are dodging the call. No, that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about these people that, their parents are always swallowing shovel and they are coming to borrow money from you. Because of that now, we are hearing preachings from even the pulpits. Don't help the poor, don't give to the needy because they will turn against you. And it's happening. You are friendly with somebody. The moment you loan something to him or her, enmity has started because she will start, or he or they will start avoiding you and cooking up stories against you. For your own money that you gave them, or when they were coming to take it, you were a friend. But when it comes to payment, you become an enemy. This is where you need to show that you are either a Christian or a traditionalist in the way you associate with your fellow human beings. Some may even change their routes because of this. They will no longer pass where they used to pass before because they are owing somebody there. Why? Because there is no peace for the wicked. You know that you are not being responsible with the payment. Paying back your debt is a responsibility. For those of you that borrow everything, how can you borrow someone's clothes and put it in a bad situation and return it to the person like that? Even hide it. Try to hide it so that the person will not find out and they will keep it in their wardrobe. Maybe after 3 months, when they now bring it out to use, they will now notice that, they will call you. No, it's not me. Actually, I brought this cloth to you 3 months ago. Some will borrow someone's car. They will malhandle it. They will scratch it. They will even get into an accident. They will come up with so many stories. What does that make you? I cannot borrow. You see me, I can't. Because I know that I usually pay more than I borrowed. I won't feel okay to return the exact amount you gave me back to you. I won't feel okay doing that. If I take your car for any reason, you are my friend and my car is in a bad situation and I need to take your own, I know I'm acquiring expenses that if it were with my car, I may not do that. I will fuel the car, maybe full tank, just a way to show that I have sense. I will wash the car, which if I was using my car, maybe that time I may not be ready to buy full tank or to go to car wash, but I will do all of these extras in a way to show appreciation. A disabled man lost his family the other day. We all saw it on the internet. Lost his wife and 3 children or 2 to an accident with a man that borrowed a car. And that was how he ran over the whole family. That's just what I say, because usually the reasons for borrowing are not always true. If you have borrowed for a genuine reason and you are doing what you borrowed the car with, you will not need to overspeed or to run off or to do insensible things, because your story will be in line with your actions. I am taking this car to go and bring my mother back home from the hospital. The person that gave you the car will understand this will take like 3 hours. And definitely you will go and come back in 3 hours and you will keep in touch. But because you have lied, you are going to Owerri from Olu. You have lied, but you know that you are going to Onitsha. So you will have to run like a mad person to meet up. You don't only destroy yourself, you end up destroying other people. This is the true repentance. And not moving from one church to another, or from tradition to religion, or from religion to tradition. The change is in your heart. These ones that are changing religion, and when you come and see the way they are talking to other people and insulting people anyhow, calling names, you'll be wondering, hey, there is something I believe in. It's in family name. In whatever you are doing, and you are not considering your family, where you came from. Am I representing my family well? If you cannot represent your family well, you can't even represent religion or any other God you don't know. The first fear you should have is the fear for your family. Everything doesn't start and end in money. Lies are still sin. Yes. Even when you now tell it with reckless abandon. Yes. It still takes away from your dignity. If you lie to me once and I find out, forget. I will never trust you again. Never. I may be putting up with you. Tolerance. But I'm not trusting you. And you will know it. My name is Vivian, and I will see you on the next one.